Yo, Gun Freak Nation. It's the President T Electric and wait a minute, let me get my badge, y'all. I ain't even got my stuff plugged up yet. Um Let me get this. Gotta have my mic, baby. I got to have my mic. Alright. What up, though, Gun
Bluetooth
Freak
connected.
Nation? What up, though? Alright. We got somebody up in the room already. What up, though? Salute, salute, salute. I just premiered a new video. Um, my Jackal Chamberlain 300 blackout. Check that video out. It premiered at midnight. I just got done wrapping up my PSA collection. I'm not gonna be on here too long because I got to turn up, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn up. I'm in my zone. You feel me? I am in my zone where I got to turn up. So I'm probably gonna take it to the other channel. But it's been a lot. What it do, what it do, what it do. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. I just want to let y'all know something big is coming, and I need y'all to be prepped up. I need y'all to be ready. I'm not. I trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I'm not. I'm not trying to fearmonger, but if you open your eyes and you open your ears and you pay attention, you can see the writing is on the wall. Something big is about to happen. Now in New York last week, FBI, CIA, they busted a operation where they was about to cripple the communication system in New York. And that, I think, not only the New York City, but the state of New York. But I don't know how big of the effect it was, but they was ready to do some shit. But I'm telling you, some shit is about to hit the fan. From the Ukraine and Russia war, we got that popping off. We got Iran. They said that's about to start again. That war is about to pop off again. And we got they said now it's going to be a conflict with Venezuela. And you know what, man? I fuck with Venezuela. Back in my young days, my nigga, I love me a Venezuelan woman. I think they one of the most incredible, most beautiful women in the world. Venezuela. I was in my Venezuela, man. I was like, damn, I got to meet me a Venezuelan woman because they just exotic and beautiful. Right next to a Colombian, you know. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm hearing that it may be a some type of war. You know, you looking at hotspots, y'all. Theaters of war. Okay. Venezuela is a flashpoint. Some shit might go down there. Trump don't gave the order. Not only is he bombing these boats that allegedly supposed to be smuggling drugs, and I kind of disagree with that shit. I think that it's reckless, and because everybody on. Let me say this, man. That's just like, you know, you killing people. You're killing people over drugs. If it's true that they're smuggling drugs, really, the proper thing to do is you have some type of interdiction with these alleged drug smuggling boats. You just don't blindly just kill people. You know what I'm saying? Even though drugs kill people every day, especially that fucking fentanyl shit. So I get it, but I think we should never stoop to the level of a savage, like what's going on right now over in Israel. That's another flashpoint, y'all. They fucking slaughtering them people, man. I get it. I fucking fucking get it. October 7th happened. A lot of your people got massacred. The next day, I said, you know what? If 1,400 Israelis were killed, because I'm not going to say Jews. To be a Jew is not a race. That's a religion. Okay? Israel is a country. They got it now. You talk about Israel. Oh, you are anti-Semitic. No, my nigga. That's a government that happened to have a lot of Jewish people living in it, but it's still a country. I just think when that shit happened, I think about 1,400 Israelis were killed. When Hamas launched that attack, and I said, well, shit, if 1,400 Israelis were killed, then when Israel pay, get they retaliate, shit, it's probably gonna be about 10,000. Now I'm hearing it's more like 40 or 50,000. When is it gonna stop? So that's another flashpoint. I'm hearing through the grapevine, through sources, something big is happening. China is making preparations to invade Taiwan. And how I feel about that situation, I don't want to go to have a nuclear war over Ukraine or fucking Taiwan. I don't want my family or my life to be blown up, and I don't want to be staring at a fucking nuclear mushroom cloud because they invaded Taiwan, or because they invaded, because Ukraine is getting their ass whooped. I'm hearing that mysterious drones are shutting down. What's the country? Damn, man, it's is it the Dutch, or it's a NATO country? A couple of NATO countries had to shut down their airports, and it's just a lot of crazy shit happening in the world right now. We need to be prepared for it. Russian bombers, nuclear bombers, were intercepted over Alaska a couple of days ago. It's a lot of shit. Pay the fuck attention. But what I want to talk about is about the situation that's unprecedented, that's never, ever, ever fucking happened. This is why I'm going to get back to my music, because life is short and we don't know how much time we got, especially when it's a bunch of crazy motherfuckers that's running this world right now, that's running this fucking government right now. It's a lot of crazy motherfuckers. All right? Tuesday, September the 30th, in Washington, D.C., Secretary of Defense Hegseth has summoned for listen to my words. And if you don't fucking believe me, do your own research. Go on YouTube, Google the shit. Secretary of Defense Hegseth has summoned every single United States general, every single United States admiral, from one star all the way up to the 4 stars or 5 stars, or how everybody is coming together. They've been summoned. They don't know why they're being summoned, but they're being summoned to meet under one roof in Washington, D.C. to have a meeting. So you got to ask yourself, what the fuck is about to go down? This meeting is unprecedented. This has never, ever happened before in the history of this country. People are like, what the fuck is going on? And then you're letting your enemies know that all your top brass of the military, the generals, the admirals, all meeting in one location under one secure roof. Who's to say that that facility, wherever they meeting at, it might be a bunker? I don't know, but who's to say that they might be an attack on it, and half of the hierarchy of our military have been decapitated? It's a reason for that. They know something that we don't know. And I think war or something big is about to happen. This shit is about to go down. Don't believe me? My niggas, look that shit up and see it for yourself. All military, I'm talking about, they got secure lines of communication, right? They can get on they can do a video call or a video conference under secure conditions, a secure link. Something big is about to happen for you to have to leave Asia, for you to have to leave the Middle East, from you to have to leave Europe, and come back to the mainland to have a meeting. Something is about to happen. Something big is about to go down. Okay? A part of me, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, something major is about to go down. I told y'all last night about the objects that's in outer space that they are now saying is headed towards Earth now, headed towards us. This object is behaving like nothing. It's rewriting history because it's not behaving as a meteor or a comet or an asteroid. This thing is giving off a fucking pulse every 17 minutes. It's giving off a pulse, like a signal every 17 minutes. Instead of the vapor trail being in the back, like anytime when you see in an airplane or whatever that's, in the sky that's flying, it tends to leave some type of vapor trail, right? This thing leaves a vapor trail, but instead of it being in the back of it, it's in front. It's in front. And the composites that is leaking is nickel only. They say that comets and asteroids, it have two different composites in it, right? This thing it's defined every motherfucking thing, and then it's been detected that 3 more objects of this first and foremost, this 3-eye Atlas object come from a different solar system than ours. They said 3 more objects that's bigger than this. They said this thing is the size of the island of Manhattan, my nigga. The island of Manhattan. Something that fucking big, traveling at 140,000 miles per hour. And they said 3 more objects has entered into our solar system that's bigger than that. That's bigger than that. So I can't help but think, why on earth would you call all of your top brass, I'm talking about from 1-star generals all the way up, and your admirals? What the fuck? This sound like a fucking Independence Day, War of the Worlds type shit that may be happening soon. So I highly suggest that you prep up and that you keep everybody that you love close to you. Because I don't know whether it's some type of alien invasion or whatever that's about to go down and happen, because this thing that's coming is self-illuminating. It ain't from the fucking sun. It ain't the sun's reflection. It's killing me. Now, a lot of people was like, he not going to take them generals from their locations. just to bring them all under one roof to potentially be a target to an enemy, just to have a pep talk. Nah, man, something big is about to happen. I'm hearing through the grapevine it might be China making preparations to invade Taiwan. Is shit happening over in Israel where Israel's like, fuck y'all, we about to take Palestine. Fuck them Palestinians. We taking over Gaza. Gaza gonna be the new, we building Trump towers in that bitch now. I'm hearing Venezuela is preparing for war right now. I'm hearing that Russian jets have, violated Poland airspace now. The world is on fire. The world is crazy right now. And then we got this huge ass object. We don't really know what the fuck it is, but it's not fucking moving like a typical comet, a typical asteroid. This thing is on a fucking trajectory. And it's changing directions. I forgot to tell y'all that part. I think they know some shit and they don't want to panic, because I was talking to my significant other, my woman, and I was telling her, baby, this shit is real. It's an object, and there's objects out there right now that come from a different solar system. We all agree you got to be an arrogant motherfucker to think that we are the only intelligent life form in the whole universe. Well, what about the other billions and billions of universes and solar systems that are out there that we don't know shit about? And I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a reason why the government leaked that video footage of that orb being shot by a motherfucking hailstorm missile. Is it firestorm or hailstorm? One of them. It was shot by a fucking missile, and that motherfucker just went like that. When that missile struck it, it went like that, and three pieces of it, like it knocked three, like it set three pieces of it separated from the main orb, and these three little mini orbs. You got to look at the video. Go up on YouTube, type in the search bar, orb being struck by hellfire missile, and you will see it. When that fucking missile hit, it bounced off of it, and the orb is three smaller orbs broke loose from the main orb, and they continue to fly. You tell me, if we got technology like that, then we some bad motherfuckers. If we got technology that's anti-gravity and you can't shoot it down, you might as well bomb Russia right now and just take over it, because they can't fuck with us if we got exotic, futuristic shit like that. But I don't think we don't. It's been video footage of these orbs transforming into craft, like triangle, or delta. Like, if y'all remember back, like December, it was a UFO flap in New Jersey and parts of New York, and a lot of people was posting videos. They was taking videos with their phones. I remember watching one video in particular. It was a craft, pretty much shaped up like a V-shaped craft, three lights on it. They were saying that craft was a drone. It was an orb entered into the view, into the picture, and the orb went up to the craft. As soon as that orb got near that craft, it's like it went into the craft, and then the craft just shrunk off and got real small and just darted off like that. You tell me, I saw the fucking video. YouTube took the video down. So it was a meeting in Congress the week that I think Charlie Kirk was assassinated. It was military people before Congress. One of them testified that they saw a orb float near the ship that they were on, or they might have been on a base, but I think this particular guy, it was a ship. He was in the Navy. He said an orb right in front of him transformed into a black triangle craft, and it had gold looking liquid and lava looking shit, like just pouring all around it, like moving all around it and shit. I can't make this shit up. But you know what hit me like a ton of bricks? When I saw my own sighting back in 2016, when I saw that fucking orb, and I told y'all, I said it started leaking stuff that looked like molten metal, like fire, like lava or something. Y'all see the connection where I'm going with this? Phoenix, Arizona, 1997, March 13th, in Phoenix, Arizona. It was an event that took place where over 10,000 people witnessed this craft, V-shape. They were seeing orbs and shit. They said, people said this motherfucking craft was so humongous that it had to be 1 mile to 2 miles long, my nigga. The guy said it floated over him, and then them lights looked like canisters. And he said when that light, they said they could tell it was a solid craft because when it was over them, it blocked out the stars. And it was so low, people was getting down like that. It was so low, people said they could have hit it with a rock. They could have threw a rock at it and hit it. And they said, one guy said he didn't get scared. It was like he cried because it was a peaceful feeling. And he said when he got right up under one of them lights, when it passed him, he looking up in it, in the light, into the light. And what he said he saw was something swirling around in it that looks like lava, and it would drop out of it like flames and lava or something like that. And it would drop, it would spill out the canister. Like the light was like a canister, but it wasn't illuminating anything. The light was trapped within. But inside the canister, it was something that looked like lava that was dripping out, and then it would go back up in there, and then it would drip out. I was watching another documentary about it. Somebody else said it did the same fucking thing. This shit was real. Over 10,000 people didn't hallucinate, my nigga. And then years later, the governor said he saw it him damn self when he lied about it, made a joke about it back in 97. So I'm here to tell y'all, I don't know what the fuck is about to happen, but the writing is on the wall. Open your eyes and see what's going on around the world. Something major, mark my words, something major is about to go down, and it's about to happen sooner than later. Whether we about to be invaded by another civilization from another solar system, because this 3-eye atlas, y'all go fuck my video, fuck me. Click off this motherfucker right now and go into your YouTube search bar and put in 3-eye atlas, and you will see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They discovered this object July 1st, 2025. Almost 3 months ago. They discovered. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off soon because she got them booty shorts on, and I'm not gonna be able to focus. I'm trying to have all the motherfucking fun I can have before these aliens come down. They're supposed to be landing. I don't want no alien trying to stick a probe up my motherfucking ass. Nigga, I'm trying to live and have fun. I'm trying to be like Prince, like it's 1999. I'm trying to party like it's 19 motherfucking 99. All right? I'm trying to party like that. I'm trying to have fun. Life is already short as it is. Then we got all these motherfucking savages out here trying to kill people and shit, man. You know, now they are killing people. I cried today in Hollywood, California. I saw it in my timeline on YouTube. A young woman was killed. She worked at 7-Eleven, and this woman was killed by her own manager, beat to death. And it hurt me because the father was on on the news, and he was like, Wednesday, we pulling the plug on her because she's brain dead. Matter of fact, man, look, I got to play this for y'all if y'all don't mind. Let me find this video, man. If you ain't no human being, if this don't make you cry, man. And the world is so full of evil people that, man, you gotta be armed. You got to. You has to be armed. I'm not getting no sound out of it right now. Hold on.
Hollywood convenience store last week. Jessica McLaughlin walked into work at 7-Eleven in Hollywood.
I hope they catch the bitch. I hope. Some people don't deserve. I believe that if you take a life, you should forfeit your own life. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man.
Leaving tonight after they say a young woman was beaten by her supervisor after showing up for work at a Hollywood convenience store last week. Jessica McLaughlin walked into work at 7-Eleven in Hollywood and was assaulted. Tonight, she's on life support at the hospital.
Her family is searching for answers in what they're calling a senseless and baseless attack as police search for her attacker. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade joins us live in Hollywood with details on this tragedy and reaction from the family. MB.
Yeah, and John, her family says that she has a big heart, loves children, and always puts family first. And now her family is preparing to say their final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take her off life support.
She's probably one of the best family members ever.
Clancy McLaughlin fights back tears as he talks about his 24-year-old daughter, Jessica, who loves children and helping others.
I used to call her my green-haired warrior because she would take homeless people food. She would take clothes to people.
He tells us Jessica's assistant manager at a Hollywood 7-Eleven, Valeria Parra, brutally beat Jessica at work last week.
Her heart stopped, so she couldn't breathe. Yeah, she lost all oxygen to her brain for over 10 minutes.
My bad, y'all. What the fuck is going on? Why my shit? You know what? When my phone got wrecked the other day, let me see, can I find that? And hopefully it'll play all the way through. But y'all see why I fucking shed tears when I
A family grieving tonight after they say a young woman was beaten.
Hold on.
24-year-old daughter Jessica, who loves children and helping others.
I used to call her my green-haired warrior because she would take homeless people food. She would take clothes to people.
He tells us Jessica's assistant manager at a Hollywood 7-Eleven, Valeria Parra, brutally beat Jessica at work last week.
Her heart stopped, so she couldn't breathe. Yeah, she lost all oxygen to her brain for over 10 minutes. And she basically is declared brain dead now.
Clancy says the assistant manager would bully his daughter at work.
What the fuck is happening with my phone?
And then last Tuesday, as his daughter was getting ready to leave work for the day, Valeria attacked his petite daughter.
She physically grabbed her by her hair, was swinging her around, threw her on the ground, and she sat on top of her chest while she was physically assaulting her.
When a coworker tried to help, Clancy says Valeria then went after the coworker.
And at that time, Jessica got up and she said, call 911, I can't breathe, and then she collapsed. And at that point, I understand that the assistant manager hit her one more time.
Valeria apparently then fled.
But even before that, she was trying to go back into the back office and try to delete the video of the attack.
Police tell us they responded to the scene and are continuing to search for the attacker. Meantime, the family is preparing to say their final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take Jessica off life support.
We're going to try to get everybody we can inside.
Y'all see how the devil is? Y'all see how it's just evil motherfuckers? And I hope they find that bitch. And I hope that this 24-year-old angel, because what struck me, they said she fed the homeless and would give people clothes. She was the type of person that would try. It's always, if you notice, it's always the good people that get fucked over, victimized. You got a lot of dirty ain't shit motherfuckers that's out there. Them the motherfuckers that seem to always thrive. You know why? Because this is the fucking devil's world, man. This is a wicked fucking world. Now they gonna put. I just can't imagine what her father, her mom, her family is going through. They got to take this beautiful soul off of life support, man. This is why I say life is short. You can be here and gone in the same fucking day. The world is on fire. The world is crazy. My condolences go out to that young lady's family. My heart, aches for you, and may you rest in peace, because you didn't deserve that shit. I need everybody in this motherfucker right now to promise yourself that you ain't gonna go out like that, that you ain't gonna get caught slipping like that, that fuck them on your job, fuck them policies. What up though, nephew? You can't have no gun on your motherfucking job. Bull the fuck shit. I have my shit concealed on me because that policy ain't gonna save your life, my nigga. Whatever happens in that store, if that motherfucker decide that he wants to take your life and take the money and take your life, all that store gonna do is just hire somebody else. They gonna replace you. They gonna replace you. You gonna be replaced. You are expendable. So I tell you this. You can listen to them and follow that policy all you want. But when that savage come in there and rob the place or whatever happens, you can't get your life back, my nigga. You cannot get your life back, my nigga. So if that job that fucking important to whether you willing to sacrifice your life, I'm telling everybody, get armed, get your concealed carry license, and if you gotta go to work with that motherfucker, then go to work with it. Because guess what? When you facing down a savage, ain't no cop gonna be there to protect you. Ain't no co-worker of yours gonna be there to protect you. It's your life. How important it is to you. Listen, I love y'all. Something big is about to happen. The Secretary of Defense is not calling all of our top. This, like I said, this is unprecedented. This has never happened before. Every top general, admiral is being summoned. This is mandatory. They've been ordered to report to Washington, D.C. on a military base to have a meeting. Do they know? They obviously know something that we don't know, that they ain't let the public know yet. I'm hearing wars, China, but I'm thinking it might be some shit going down, man. What if this is some Independence Day war, uh, war of the world type shit. You know what the scouts do, right? Whenever you send in your scouts first to pretty much peep out your enemy, to see where they weapons at, to see how they what's they powerful weapon. If you notice, y'all, with a lot of these UFO sightings, fuck UAP, I call them UFOs. A lot of these motherfucking sightings take place over military installations. Like last December, the base in New Jersey was fucking shut down. And it wasn't no fucking drones. They said it was shut down by drones. These motherfuckers didn't look like no drones to me. Guess what they look like, y'all? Fucking orbs. Orbs! In that New Jersey situation, people were saying it was drones. Some of them were drones. Our drones. Because they said when them orbs appear, when you send up a drone, they either blink out or they dart off. Because they don't want us to see them. But at some point, you're not going to be able to hide this shit. Every nigga got a fucking video camera on their fucking phone. I'm telling you right now, some shit is about to go down and y'all need to brace yourself and be ready. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what that thing is the size of the island of Manhattan that's sending off a pulse every 17 minutes that changed directions, that's bigger than what they actually thought it was, and that is something instead of the fucking vapor trail being in the back, it's in fucking front, as if it's defying the solar system. I don't know what the fuck it is. Something like that has never been seen or it's never happened before. And then wake the fuck up and look around and what's going around the world. All these conflicts. You got the Russian Ukraine theater. You got the China Taiwan theater. You got the Iran theater where that shit might kick back up. You got what's going on where people are being slaughtered and starved to death over in Gaza right now. It's a lot of wicked ass shit. We got the Venezuela situation where people are being blown up because allegedly they're smuggling drugs. I didn't know you can kill somebody over drugs. I didn't know that was a death sentence. I thought you could only kill somebody if they killed somebody. But I guess fentanyl is killing people. So Trump ain't fucking around. But if he hit too hard, what make you think they ain't gonna try to hit us hard over here in the homeland? Like I said, they was about to knock out all communications in New York. And the FBI broke that shit up. They had the gear, sophisticated and everything. They was going to shut down the fucking cell towers. All for internet. It was going to be probably a blackout. Come on, man. The shit is about... Keep your eye to the sky. Brace yourself. I just feel it deep in my balls that not my guts, but my balls. That's how deep I feel it. The writing is on the wall. A lot of people just can't accept the fact or think something terrible could never happen. I'm telling you, World War III is around the fucking corner, y'all. And I don't think you can do all the prepping that the fuck you want to do. But I don't think this shit, that especially if it's some alien shit, none of that shit gonna save us. No guns, none of that. If a fucking Hellfire missile couldn't blow that fucking orb up, that orb looked like it shook his ass at it in three little pieces, three 3 little miniature orbs. Let me see. Can I find that fucking video, man? Let me see. Let me go up on YouTube. Cause I know somebody out there thinking I'm making this shit up. Or shot by Hellfire missile.
I had to wait 6 months to get my hands on this thing. This is the weight.
Come on, commercial. Get your funky ass on out of here. Move. Get your ass on.
I want to cue up a video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe. This was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Did you see that shit? Let me play this motherfucker.
This is when it zoomed out.
Did you see that shit? You see where the like smaller orbs broke off from it, but they kept flying in relation to each other? My nigga.
This is when it zoomed out, so you can still see it traveling.
So I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody know that when a country or whatever in the laws of war or conflict, you want to do reconnaissance on your enemy. You're going to send in a forward group to just basically spy on them, do reconnaissance, do recon. A lot of these UFO sightings have been over military installations, whether it's the United States, whether it's England, the UK, France, Russia. They've been all over the world, and I noticed that they're more so seems to be attracted towards the nuclear facilities. So maybe they know something we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Why on earth would you order all your top generals? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something. And this person, if I can, let me keep scrolling. Let's see. Hold on. My bad. It's some crazy shit. All right. Would this be the one? Hold on.
You know, I've lived in the ocean my entire life. It's been great, but honestly,
and then dig this. Check this shit out.
There's a
check this shit out.
A running narrative. They said it's going to be Squid Games for
Check this shit out right here. Hundreds of them are going there this Tuesday to meet. And
top stories and headlines. I want to show you what the Washington Post had the scoop on this exclusive, saying Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered virtually all of the U.S. military's top commanders worldwide to gather on short notice and without a stated reason at a Marine Corps base in Virginia next week. So we want to continue to break that one down for you right here on the Live Now from Fox. I want to bring in our next guest to help break it all down. This is Hal Kempfer, a national security analyst, a friend here of the program. Hal, thanks so much for joining us on Live Now. And I guess really the first question to you, Hal, is just who is all included here in this meeting? What are you learning here?
Well, Mike, it's interesting. There was a slight variance. First, it came out and said all general and flag officers worldwide. That is a lot. There's over 800 general and flag officers around the world. And you know, we got everything from 4 stars, you know, in charge of major combatant commands worldwide, down to, you know, we got 1-star brigadier generals that are, you know, permeated through staffs and everything else. And so it wasn't quite clear what it was. As of right now, there's 2 things. I saw one report that said everyone above the rank of 07, which is 1 star, which would be a rear admiral lower half, or it'd be a brigadier general. And then I heard that the brigadier generals and rear admirals lower halves might be included within that, but there seemed to be an exclusion for staff officers. So what it looks like is it's going to be all the general and flag officers in command positions. Now, I have a feeling we're going to see some more maybe expansive guidance on this, because, for example, if you have a carrier task force overseas, you would have a 1-star admiral would be in charge of that. I'm kind of skeptical that they'd want to redeploy all these admirals that are in, you know, 4.
so y'all get what I'm saying now? It's some big shit about to happen. And they have been summoned. They've been not summoned, but they have been ordered to it's another video that I wanted to show you. Let me see. All right, let's look at this one.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered hundreds of top military leaders to gather at a Marine Corps base in Virginia next week. It's not clear why the meeting has been called. More than a dozen people familiar with the matter telling the Washington Post the directive was sent to nearly every top U.S. military commander around the world. That includes officials in conflict zones stationed throughout Europe. U.S. military recall a defense secretary ever ordering such a large gathering of military leaders on such short notice. Joining us now, retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Mark Hertling and President Emeritus of the Council on Foreign Relations, Richard Haas. Good morning to you both. General, I'll start with you. First of all, how unusual is this in your experience, and what do you suspect is going on here?
Yeah, Willie, if this is usual and this is unusual, we're way out in terms of unusual in this one. It is never, that I know of, ever occurred in the history of the military where everyone is brought in. Now, certainly during wartime, generals commanding in a theater are brought in individually with their team, or the president or the Secretary of Defense visits them at their theater of operation. But I've never seen anything like this before, and it just seems extremely bizarre and strange.
Well, General, let me just ask you strategically, how stupidly dangerous is this?
It's pretty dangerous, Joe. What I'd say is, a lot of people are looking at it from the general's perspective, them thinking, what the heck are we going to hear? Because I don't think from what I've talked to some of my colleagues that are still active, they don't know what this is about. So it could be about a shifting national security strategy. It could be cuts to the General Officer Corps. Secretary Hegseth has mentioned that several times. It could be about the upcoming budget stalemate, or it could be concerns over information leaks or press leaks.
But General, don't they have communication systems where they can do that so we can actually keep our generals and our admirals in the field where they are needed?
Certainly, Joe, and they're called secure video teleconferences. It is the same thing as a secure computer, not Snapchat, not Signals app. This is no kidding secure stuff. It's just like a zipper computer. But the problem is when you move that many general officers to Washington, it's not just the generals that are concerned. I would suggest that both our allies and our foes are thinking to themselves, what the hell is going on in Washington? When a general comes into the Pentagon to talk to his boss, the Secretary of Defense, no one really knows it. There may be indicators, but when you're talking about publicizing over 800 senior leaders, commanders, as well as their senior enlisted advisors, their sergeant majors or their Navy chief petty officers, this is something that's going to garner attention where people are going to say, what's going on with the U.S. military? What are they planning? Why is this so important that you're pulling 800, as suggested by the Washington Post, or more into the Washington, D.C. area? It's undescribable.
Yeah, and it's not just foreign militaries that are confused. Our own military is confused. Talking to some of these generals who have no idea why this is happening and are not sure why there's such secrecy.
I got an idea.
You should note this. The military has different levels of classification.
I got an idea. War is about to happen. This shit, now y'all heard it from different sources. This meeting is going to take place Tuesday, September the 30th. Over 800 military, I'm talking about generals, admirals, all even from conflict areas, are all ordered to show up in Washington, D.C. or Virginia, wherever the fuck is at. If this ain't the writing on the wall, my nigga, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Keep that funky town sender close by. Keep your loved ones even closer. Okay? Cause some shit is about to hit the fan. And y'all need to get ready for it. I don't know whether China might be getting ready to invade Taiwan, which I really don't give a fuck. It ain't worth my life. I don't want to have a nuclear war over Ukraine or Taiwan or South Korea. I love y'all. And I wish the best for y'all, but I don't want my life and my family to have to pay the price because the United States is trying to be the motherfucking police all over the fucking world. I'm tired of the hypocrisy too. I'm tired of them. Oh, Putin did this. Putin slaughtering them Ukrainians. Oh, fuck Putin. Putin launched 50 drones last night and killed 11 people. He's the worst of the motherfucking worst. But yet you ain't got a damn thing to say about when the Israelis bomb and kill children, starving people. Where's the fucking outrage? It's selected outrage. See, people decide, they pick and choose what they think is more important. It could be because you my friend, we got an alliance together or whatever. So everything is biased, man. Over there, Palestinian life ain't shit. They don't mean shit. And then I hear people say, well, they ain't racist and stuff. I don't give a fuck. That's just like saying all black people was just criminals and shit and thieves and murderers and rapists and we the worst of the fucking worst. You believe that shit? Do you really believe that shit? Stop stereotyping and profiling a whole fucking race, my nigga. That's ignorant and dumb and stupid and unrighteous as hell. Now, if you're going to be outraged what Putin is doing, then be outraged than what Israel is doing. What's the whole point? That's one thing I did agree with Obama when he was like, what's the whole point of going back into Gaza? What's the point? It's already been destroyed. To smash even more buildings like that's already smashed and blown up. The world that we are living in, see, the key word you just said, what up, is Palestinians hate America. Well, why wouldn't they fucking hate America when America is funding and giving Israel the weapons to kill them? I would hate your motherfucking ass too if I got some fucking savages come in my motherfucking house and I don't get to my gun in time and they got their guns and I find out the nigga 3 doors down from me, the one gave them the guns knowing what they was gonna do with them. I would hate his motherfucking ass too. I would hate their asses too. And stop blindly just believing one side when it's always two sides to a story. You got they side, and then you got the truth. This country ain't no fucking angel. All the blood that this country has on its hands. And I ain't talking about the shit that went down in this land. I am talking about the shit that we do all over the fucking world, my nigga. And I got so much love for my veterans that sacrifice their life, like the over 4,000 soldiers lost their life in Iraq for what? For what? That wasn't worth a life, American life, a human life. That war shouldn't have never even started. And I love them for the simple fact that they put their life on the line and fight for this country. But this country, these fucking politicians, the president or whatever, can be fucking idiots and send you basically to end your life over some bullshit. Now look at Iraq right now. What's going on over there now? You tell me, is it worth one American soldier or civilian losing their fucking life? Losing their life? Losing their life over a lie? When they knew he didn't have no weapons of mass destruction, they just wanted to go in there and stir some shit up. So I get it why people may not like us. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. We got a government that's all that do fuck shit all over the fucking world. Nigga, if you don't agree with my motherfucking policies, I will fucking nuke your ass. I will bomb your ass. If you ain't no Christian like me, then you less than a human being. I will bomb your ass. Israel gets to do any and everything it wants to do. And this is no disrespect or attack on the Jews. Like I say, Jew is a religion, not a fucking race. Israel is a country that happened to be inhabited by the majority is Jewish people. Even some Jewish people disagree with what their president is doing. He's a fucking arrogant prick asshole that got charges on him and shit. And he don't want to not be president no more because they might lock his ass up. Sounds similar to what's going on over here. You dig? So enough with all this bias, you know, and Saddam Hussein, he supported terrorism. Let me tell y'all something, goddammit. Before I get off of this. Let me make this absolutely 1,000% clear. Saddam Hussein hated Osama bin Laden. Hated that nigga with a fucking passion. And Osama bin Laden hated Saddam Hussein because he saw Saddam Hussein as being the reason why American soldiers are over in the Middle East right now. Because when Saddam dumbass invaded Kuwait, who was stealing the niggas' oil, He fought a fucking war with Iran for 10 years for the United States and for Kuwait. And he was our best fucking friend then. How do you think that nigga got the weapons that he got? We supplied it. France supplied it. And as soon as he did something, when Kuwait wasn't, Kuwait fighting a 10-year war, it broke him. So he was borrowing money from Kuwait. When the war was over, Kuwait was like, pay up, nigga. Saddam said, I ain't paying you shit. You already stealing my oil. And plus, Kuwait used to be a part of Iraq. But the British carved that shit out and annexed it. And it became Kuwait. British did that shit, my nigga. The British did that. Kuwait used to be a part of Iraq. So when he invaded Kuwait, he basically was just trying to take a piece of his country back, right? But that's where he got on the United States' bad side, because they don't give a fuck about them Arabics or Arabs or whatever. All they gave a fuck about was the oil. So when that nigga crossed into Kuwait and took them oil fields, the first Bush was like, hell no. So in the meantime, Osama bin Laden, I think he might have been in Sudan at that time. He said to and this was the first war, the Gulf War. He was like, I can bring my holy warriors with me, and I can help you, I can help you defend the kingdom of Arabia, Saudi Arabia, against Iraq. The Saudi prince or the king looked at Osama bin Laden like he was a fucking fool. And they was like, no. I said, we want the Americans to assist us and help defend us. And that's when the boots came on the ground. And America has been there ever since. And Osama bin Laden hated that shit with a passion, because they were so-called Christian soldiers on a Muslim, on a Islam land. So he took that as a insult to his culture, to his belief. And that's when all that Al-Qaeda shit got started, and they attacked us on 9/11. First they hit the embassies over there in Africa, in 2 different countries over in Africa. And we didn't see that shit coming, but I think they knew that shit was going to happen, because it was a briefing with the president saying that Al-Qaeda was determined to strike within the United States. About a week or 2 after that, that's when we had 9/11. He used 9/11 as an excuse to go into Iraq. Now, they wanted to believe every nigga that hated Saddam Hussein, people that fled the country, they lied. And CIA and them knew that shit was a lie, but they was trying to promote a war, sell a war to the American people. So one of the lies they told was that Saddam Hussein supported terrorism. That was a lie, a flat out lie. Because they was like, he's giving the suicide bombers money. That was a lie. You know what they did? You know what he did? It was a law in Israel that if a suicide bomber struck, they was going to kill that suicide bomber, and they was going to go and demolish the suicide bomber's family house. So imagine if you got a kid, and your kid go out there and they do something crazy or something, or kill somebody or something, right? You didn't tell your crazy ass kid to go out there and do that shit, right? You didn't tell that nigga to go out there and do that. But because it was your kid, they gonna come with the bulldozers, and they gonna bulldoze down your house. They gonna tear your house down. How is that fair to you when you didn't tell your kid to go out there? At some point, you can't. Once a kid get a certain age, you can't tell them shit they grown. So, is that right that I gotta have my fucking house tore the fuck down because my kid went out there and did something stupid when I told him not to or didn't approve of it. So what Saddam Hussein was doing was that every time when they would tear a suicide bomber's house down and that suicide bomber's family is homeless, Saddam Hussein would give them money. I forget how much it was. I think it was like 20,000 or 50,000 or something like that. And he would give them money to buy another house or have another house built. I don't know how much their houses cost in the Middle East. But to me, it sounds like a charity thing. It sounds like a noble cause to me. So another lie was, Al-Qaeda is in Iraq, which was true. That was true. They was in Iraq. They was. But guess what? The area that they were in were controlled by the Kurds. If y'all remember, it was a no-fly zone and a no-tank zone. If one of Saddam Hussein's fighter jets or helicopters or tanks crossed that line, they was going to get blown the fuck up. So yes, they was there, but he didn't have no control over that area. Saddam Hussein, he was wicked. He gassed the Kurds. I'm going to tell y'all something. The only country to ever use a nuclear bomb, atomic weapon, was the country that we're living in right now. No other country. As bad as they say Russia is, as wicked as they say Russia is, Russia do not have a history of dropping atomic weapons on people. We do. I have no doubt in my mind that if the American people rose up and marched on Washington and threatened to go into the Capitol building or the White House, that they wouldn't have a problem gassing them people. Okay? Remember that the so-called insurrection when the people was taking up for Trump and they stormed Capitol Hill, and when one of them protesters breached that room, who she was shot by? So get it out your mind that we living in this motherfucking perfect ass country. This country has a lot of blood on its hands. And don't get me wrong, I love my fucking country, but when it's run by idiots who come up with bullshit policies and think other people should bow down to them, to their policies, to their belief. Man, come on, man. Get over yourself. Politics, religion, race was all designed to divide us. Something big is about to happen, y'all. All our generals from 1-star to 5-star, all our admirals, even their crews, they have been ordered. This is damn near 1,000 people. What? They not open your. They ain't going there to hear about no motherfucking policy or no pep talk. Something big is about to happen, and they know it, and they ain't telling us. Because if they tell us, they don't want to create no motherfucking anarchy. If niggas was to find out that it's another fucking life form, intelligent, that's coming here, and this shit might be on some war of the world type shit, we fucked. My little 300 blackout ain't gonna stand a fucking chance against a fucking alien nigga with a fucking laser. That nigga probably could just, with his brain, with his mind, just thinking, can control your ass. So I'm hearing people saying that the mothership is coming and that motherfucker will be here in December. But now I'm hearing 3 other motherfucking objects have been detected that's even bigger than the 3-eye atlas. You motherfucker. Can't stand you motherfucking spies. Listen. I don't know what that thing is. But it's behaving like it's a craft. Like it's some type of spacecraft or something. That's the way, if you ask me, I'm going off of what the scientists are saying. I'm going off of what professors are saying. This thing is defying everything that the only conclusion is something intelligent, some type of craft. And now they detected 3 more and they had it here. Is they about to come take over this motherfucker? Would you give a fuck about somebody? Would you give a fuck about racism? And my nigga? Would you give a fuck that I'm black and you think I'm just the worst of the worst because I'm black? How would you feel then? When that alien be like, motherfucker, you gonna be my bitch. You gonna be my motherfucking slave. You motherfuckers are inferior to me, you punks. Everybody will quickly forget their differences. Trust me. Trust me. Y'all don't believe me? Get out now. Go on the YouTube search bar. 3-eye atlas. 3-eye atlas. And you will see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying to be no fearmonger. Hell, the world is already a scary place. From regular everyday savages. You see that poor young woman at that 7-Eleven got killed by her own supervisor, her own boss. I wish she would have been armed. When they said she fed the homeless and gave people clothes, man. It's always the good people. I wish that she would have been armed and she could have sent that fucking savage to Funky Town. Y'all watch over yourselves, man. Something is about to happen. Something big is about to come. It's coming. It's coming. Of the likeness that you ain't never seen before. Something is about to happen. Why else would they order all them generals and admirals? Why? You tell me. This is going to take place Tuesday. We got to stay in communication. We got to link up, do communication, and yeah, something about to happen, man. They might be having a briefing like, hey, man, we about to get invaded, but it ain't by China or Russia. This coming from another galaxy. We don't know nothing about them, but we detected them. They're going to be here in December, and we need to be ready. This explains why everybody from all over the world, all of the generals and admirals from all over the world is ordered there. This shit is gonna be major, and people trying to play that shit down. Oh, it's just a pep talk. He got over 1,000 people coming just to say he about to fire some people, and it's gonna be some new policy changes. Y'all really believe that shit, huh? Y'all really think that's what that's all about? Having over 1,000 generals? This shit has never happened before. Do y'all get that shit? This shit has never ever fucking happen. Y'all watch y'all asses, man. Wash your ass and watch your ass. Because it might be a point to where we can't wash our asses no more. And everybody gonna be running around funky, stanky, and all that shit. If that's what the fucking aliens want, fuck. If that's what the fucking aliens want, okay, still some people don't believe me. Go 3I, like an I, but the letter I, 3I Atlas. That's Atlas. ATLAS. 3I fucking Atlas. Look that shit up and try not to, get scared. And then I ain't trying to scare nobody. If anything, I'm trying to scare you straight to that motherfucking gun, so you can protect yourself when these fucking orbs and aliens launch they fucking attack, or when China decide to take Taiwan. Who gives a fuck? I don't want to lose my life over Taiwan. I love y'all. I got to get some music in me and some more gun freak juice in my system. I had to go loud to say that. Go check out the video. I got the Jackal 300 video up right now. Please go hit the like button, subscribe button. Show YouTube they ain't doing shit by shadow banning me. I still got the connections. I still got the juice. I still got the gun freak juice, y'all. Nothing can stop Gun Freak Nation. We one of a kind. And everybody is welcomed here. Everybody is a part of Gun Freak Nation. We don't give a fuck whether you are black, white, brown, purple. But then again, I don't know. Purple alien, are you going to be good to us? Are you going to come down here and save us and make the world a better place? Fuck, make America a better place. Make the world a fucking better place. Are you going to make it a better place? Or are you our loved ones that figured out a way to get out of your dimension or galaxy to make it to us? I don't know, man. Some creepy ass, bizarre shit happening in the world today, dog. Some supernatural, creepy, bizarre, crazy shit is happening right now in this world right now. And I don't know how much time we got. So listen, y'all, before I jump off. Keep your loved ones close. You hear me? Keep your loved ones close. Communicate with them. When they leave, call them, text them. Make sure that they straight. Keep your loved ones close and keep that Funky Town Center even closer. Because some shit is about to go down. Some shit is about to pop off. You can smell it. You can feel it. You can sense it. The writing is on the wall. They ain't having over 800 generals. They pulling them from conflict zones, man. Something big is happening on the world stage. And I don't think this country will be affected. I think whatever that's about to happen, the whole world is going to be affected. So get yourself right. Get yourself righteous. I don't know when you die, I don't know whether it's a hell or whether it's a heaven. I don't know. We going off of something that was wrote by man. We going off of something that was in a book. And I'm not trying to offend nobody, but who is they? Who wrote that? And people believe it and then pass it down through the family tree, and people be ready to argue with it because something that they was instilled and indoctrinated with, and they don't believe all their life. And when you tell them that it was all bullshit, they'll be ready to fight your motherfucking ass. It's been wars over fucking religions. Okay? This is why India and Pakistan can't stand each other right now. This is why the Palestinians and the Israelis are fighting right now. Come on, man. Open your eyes and see, it for what it is. When your ass is dead, you dead, nigga. You just don't exist no more. You are dead. And if you believe that it's some type of magical thing up above the clouds and you gonna be floating and you got your robe on and all that shit. You a brainwashed ass nigga. And I ain't even trying to offend you like that. But wake the fuck up and enjoy life and make your heaven on earth while you here, my nigga. Because when you're dead, you're dead. And I don't know what it's like to be dead. I don't know what it's like to not exist anymore. But guess what? One day I'll find out. But then will I really know when I find out? Because you don't fucking exist anymore, my nigga. This shit is creepy. Bizarre. It's a lot to this world that you don't know about, and we not the only intelligent. I know what I saw. Please don't make me repeat my story. My true story of what I saw back in 2016. Man, it was so beautiful. I didn't feel no fear. It was like a feeling of peace. I don't know what it was. And I got it on video. I don't feel like looking through all them hard drives back there on that shelf, but man, I get chills just thinking about. And that's when I knew right then and there that it's other things that's not from this world or hidden inside this world, another dimension. It's more to life. It's more to this world than what we think it is. Because I saw that shit with my own eyes. I saw it. It looked like a lava. It looked like an orb with lava in it. We ain't gonna know until it's our time, and we can't come back. We can't come back and tell anybody what it's like, but we all got our day. That's something we ain't gonna never beat. It's time. We'll never beat time, and time will never wait for us. And time eventually will be what takes us out. Time is what's going to deliver us to death. Whether it's at the hands of a savage, whether it's at the hands of an alien invasion, whether it's at the hands of old age, of natural causes. But I guarantee you, we are going to meet death. Time is of the essence. Time is the one that is going. We're not going to outrun time. We're not going to outlive time. You got a birthday, you're going to have a death day. Damn. Just remember me as that one crazy, bad motherfucker who stood for niggas being armed to defend themselves. When I say nigga, I'm talking about white niggas. You know how I talk. I just want people to fight back. Don't be no fucking victim. Don't let that devil steal your joy and steal your life. That's all I'm saying. Party like it's motherfucking 1999, my nigga. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Something big is about to happen. Keep your loved ones close by. And keep that funky town center. Keep your guns closer because shit about to hit the fan. I love you, Gun Freak Nation. Salute.